Let me see your Sephi reaction. I'll have that edited and I'll put it up. Don't worry. It's more of a Brody reaction than me,
really
actually.
is.
Brody screams louder than I do, but yeah. Here we are. So, like I said, it's Wii Fit Pit dual main, so we're going to see Silver go onto the Wii Fit, but there's no question Big D is definitely going Icy Seer. I couldn't tell if that was a button check or not, but I'm just going to assume because there's ledge
like
trapping
we're
going on. Yeah, we're going into it.
Ooh, good air dodge, got out of that one. Recognition of that, that string just not hitting in the air against small characters. It's just not gonna happen. Big D already eating up a lot of percent, and I do like the immediate pick to the Wii Fit trainer. I feel like that's just such a clearly better matchup than trying to play Pit into the Ice Climbers.
Yeah. Disengage.
Exactly. The ability to just not play at the effective range of the climbers can be so nice, and whoa, that could have been deadly. Still, neutral going on. Big D gonna look for the neutral B. Interesting call. I feared he would have just gone for a forward air, send him out, get the trapping going, but
That was gorgeous, but almost that was, in fact, kind of a bait.
wait, dodge barely there in time.
Then Air does everything. That hit both Nana and Popo. For those of you who don't know, I'm referring to Popo as lead climber. So everything. I always have to reiterate that. But as those of you who are watching, you're probably from PNW, you know the drill. And man, anyone who plays Wii Fit knows that drill. That's the F tilt's just gonna kill. Off the top, a little bit surprising, but still really good stuff. Let's see if this Sopo can do anything though.
I mean, we always talk about it. Big D's Sopo is just so solid. Well, okay, not this time. The character normally gets a lot going, but I mean, hey, this time Silver just outspaces the sister twister, the solo twister. I don't know what to say actually, it's just one.
Singular twister.
The twister. And takes him for what he's worth. Big D down a stock, and this is a good position right now for Silver. Oh, no punish against that soccer ball. Need to be a little bit more patient on the swing.
Oh, that would have been so nice if that landed, but Big D gonna be able to get. I believe that was a down smash to be able to send Silver off the side here onto the new stock. But Wii Fit's got that special thing, deep breathing off the platform makes it so that like a fresh Wii Fit stock can be really, really threatening. But Big D's making the most of it right now, just doing a ton of damage here. 41%, not so bad. Anything to close the gap right now is really good.
Yeah, he's down by a ton. It's just a matter of making it look a little bit closer and setting yourself up for the next stock. And look at that, Nana has no damage on him right now. This is, that is a really healthy secondary climb. Like, it'll be okay. Back to the ledge we go. Up with the neutral B, but no hit afterwards. Couldn't find the back air. I'm gonna blame the short hop.
Yeah. Getting back here from ledge is going to be a little bit difficult. Even though the percents are a little bit different, anything can happen here. Down air was not something I was expecting, especially to get both the climbers there. That was not something I was expecting whatsoever here.
It was a good trap from Big D. He had one climber on the platform, one below, and, I mean, it didn't work out. End of the day.
There it is. Silver once again trying to keep the distance. Of course, you don't want to get too close because anything like that can just happen. Catching and stuffing the jump with the back air was perfect here. We're basically one stock apiece, and the percents are even as well. That's pretty crazy here.
After Silver had just such an enormous lead, but there's the up tilt catch off the roll from ledge. 54% is where Silver sits now. And they also hang at the edge.
And the falling air. See, this game looked very much in Silver's favor, but Big D was just able to bring it back. And no question, that's the mark of a good player. No,
he got a jump.
Yep. Still kept the jump. Smart stuff.
Oh
my, no way. That's so good. It's good stuff from Big D, but also, I quickly want to mention here, shout out to Spencer. Best Nest, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. It's good to see you. It's really nice to see you catch up and catch all this stuff. So to all of you who are big fans of Best S and whatnot, you're going to actually be excited to see some of what this region's best players can do. If you probably can't tell, it's Pride on the mic. The guy who did Pride and Honor, Best Nest was in that one. And it's also Gamble who also casted it. So this is actually our region's, some of our strongest players. The bracket, I don't know if exclamation mark bracket is active right now in this chat, but feel free to check out the bracket and see what kind of matches are going to come up. So if you like Smash, stick around. It's good stuff.
At the very least, we actually have the bracket right here. So just on the off chance that we can't, there it is. Enjoy the bracket, check it out, see the players that have gone through, and see where we'll be going to. Now, we were saying that Silver's a part of our region, and Alberta's not quite PNW.
It's close
there. Yeah, it's more so prairies of Canada. But these are, this is like, you know, the difference between Washington and Oregon. Or, yeah. We're essentially the same Well, I mean, that's a little bit different. I guess Oregon and Nevada. Oh my goodness, what a combo there from Big D. Wait, can he? Okay, he's good. He's good. He's got the vertical for it. 1-0 right now for Big D. It's on Silver to try and break him later on. You need to take a turn from tennis, but right now, Big D is just throttling him on his counter pick. We're here on Town and City. This is somewhere I see a lot in crew battles where Wii Fit trainers go. But I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a bad stage. There's a lot that Wii Fit gets to get away with, and a lot of, you know, when you do have the non-FT form of it, a lot of areas where Wii Fit can go and find deep breathing, but...
That was phenomenal. Did you see that whole interaction?
Great bury.
The soccer ball was there and it sent Nana too far. You know, Big D could have tried to save, but there's no way with the jab barrier.
At QVC, we know holiday shopping because we're holiday shoppers too.
And pay over time with 0% interest.
QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
It's going to be all it takes, right? So perfect stuff.
Very solid.
Yeah. Sun Salutation, they're going to put Big D's Popo 144, and another one's going to be able to take him off the side. Great stuff here from Silver. But remember, this is exactly the same position Big D was in the last game. So you have to still be play perfectly, otherwise something like that can happen to even out. Good forwarder there from Big D.
The real thing that's seeming to separate these matches is if we get to play, I mean, this is obvious, but if we get to play the zone game for a moment too long, Silver builds up an insane lead. If we get to go, oh my goodness.
That was a bit ludicrous, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's why I was gonna keep just talking, but wow, there goes the Nana, and this ruins what Big D is supposed to have success with, which is ledge trapping. You're not able to ledge trap even close to it as effectively, if even effectively in general, when you have just the single climber. Big D makes it look, you know, palatable, but
yeah, it's just really expert
not
use
there.
of Sopo. Like, we're seeing the downer stuff, nice rolls, and just a big use of the moves that can be a little bit harder to react to, but don't get us, don't be wrong though. I still at the end of the day, it is Sopo. It's not easy. Good back air there, into the soccer ball, perfect stuff. Really nice. And there it is, F tilt, good stuff.
that's how you do it. You know, you have a lot of time to be able to hit the solo climber, any climber, you know, solo or duo, when you're looking at them trying to Sister Twister back to ledge. Like, they're so wide open. So find your big move and hit them with it. Get them out of there. Big
Hold
D.
on to ledge here. Ooh, interesting. Jump air dodge into it.
Okay, why did that bury? Did he let go of shield? Did he try and parry it?
Not too sure. The pairing properties of the jab to me sort of baffle me even to this day. I'm not sure exactly when it wants to, but still, here it is, the ledge trapping it. Oh my goodness. See, the thing is when Silver slips by and lands with like nairs or like aerials that pop them up, it's so scary. Good stuff, the double back air there from Big D is just gonna make the stock count even, but yep, fresh stock, Wii Fit, deep breathing, be careful.
Ooh, no get-up attack. Interesting.
Oh my, that was, oh no, that's so unfortunate. I thought that was really cheeky setup there from Big D, but actually kind of worked against Big D.
Thankfully didn't cost him, but Silver still in such a brilliant lead. Big D looking to bring it back, got him with the Sister Twister, not able to follow it up, but that looks like it poked. And Big D has closed the gap, but Silver still with a very sizable lead.
It's really hard to decide when to do your out of shield option against Ice Climbers. You don't know like when they're gonna keep thinning, so dropping shield on the side Bs like that is gonna be really common here. Gonna keep the Silver here at the ledge a little bit. There's the ledge trapping we all talked about, but Sun Salutation is going to be a great get-off tool right now. As Big D's just kind of stuck in the top right here.
No.
Oh no, where?
Okay.
Oh no, because they descended so slow, Silver's able to get a follow-up here. Nana's probably at a really dastardly high percent.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a terrible position that Big D has found himself in, and a great position that Silver's worked towards. Still, you need to capitalize. You need to take it that little bit further, but he's not going to be able to. The back air puts him to the outside. Silver trying to get himself back. Parried the Sun Salutation. Still trapping. Still trying to lock him down. The back airs.
Oh my
threatening.
goodness. Oh, there
That'll
it
do it.
is, yeah. There's no way to land. The air drift of that character is kind of poor, and if you're going to down air that way, all it takes is going to be a simple up air from here. Basically, tie up the set right now. We got it 1-1 here in this really exhilarating winners finals, folks. Really, really good stuff.
That is exactly what you're looking for as Silver. They keep things on pace. Sure, they lost the first game, but it's 1-1. The counterpick advantage will stay in Big D's favor, but at the very least, they don't have to deal with 2 counterpicks in a row. They can aim to break at any point in time. You know, they can get this one done. But it does come down to winning here in this 3rd game or this 5th game. You gotta set yourself up for success, and right now, well, they're set up to be set up. You know, we're a few steps down the road. There's something to say about our parents walking to school. There's a joke in there somewhere for the steps that Silver's gonna need to take. But hey, you know what? You're playing Wii Fit into Ice Climbers. You have a mode that you can play to. You know, Wii Fit is one of those beautiful characters. Well, maybe not fun to play against, but you know, has a nice variety in what you can do in terms of gameplay.
There's a lot of versatility.
Play that brawler style. You can play up close and personal, or you can back the hell up and just start lobbing soccer balls.
Yeah, lob soccer balls, sun citations, even at the ledge. It makes ledge trapping her a little bit difficult. We saw Big D do a really good job with it, but you always just jump off the platform, throw the sun citation, throw the soccer ball, and it's really, really tough. And that's what Ice Climbers usually bad matchups are. They're typically like...
Getting held out.
Yes, exactly. Getting like walled up by projectiles. That's why Richter's really good against them. And we saw some really good separation stuff from Silver too, with use of Nair and whatnot. Here we are, already off stage a little bit, and that was a nice catch.
Oh, barely misspacing the up tilt for the roll.
Yeah, I love the pummels. You see that? The pummels made it so that Big D couldn't actually approach to save Nana whatsoever. Oh no, that's bad. Oh my goodness.
Run?
Wait.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
good.
head done.
Still, with it being online, you got to try everything to make sure you can save them.
Yeah, you don't have... Like, again, we were saying earlier, Big D's Sopo works quite nicely because of its ability to still ledge trap. If he can get that back air or down smash to put you to the outside, there's work to be done. But when you don't have the ability to properly react, and basically everything's a read, oh, it can be tough. Good pressure here from Silver. Already removed Nana. Things are looking good. A mere 75% on him. And now Big D is in a dangerous position. Jump use, Sister Twister as well. Neutral recontrol. There's the down tilt. Still trying to chase him. Still trying to keep him to the outside, but there it is. You just can't hold people out that long as Sopo. It's just a fact of life.
Yeah. Was long enough though to get rid of the deep breathing here, and the backer is going to send him off the side. But the knockback's not going to be considerable enough just because it's just Sopo here. But the ledge jump back air is going to be very clean. Very, very good here. What just happened? That was so weird.
One box on it?
Yeah, it must have been. They look very interesting here. 3% right now, and again, deep breathing. Basically, get touched and die, so you got to be super, super careful here. Oh, there it is. Sun Citation's going to keep them alive, but your recovery options are thin.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Wow, no dash attack. I'm shocked. Dash attack would have probably carried Silver just a little bit further, enough to make it work. But there's the Sun Citation from the ledge, like I was talking about. Enough time, too, to charge things, because the Splat KO can be really easy to...
Oh, this is going to be hefty.
Yeah, this is going to be real hefty here. 57% is quite a lot. Catch the jump. Look at that. So good.
As much as I'll always say online, hey, you can't react to things the same way. Big D, we say it all the time in VC, the man plays with heart. He's just there to make the calls when needed. And online, damn, if there was a better place to make calls, you better tell me.
The tournament we had was named after him. It was named after him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but I want to believe it is.
It's gotta be. There's no way we name something Play With Heart. I mean, it's a good name for a charity tournament. We'll see Play With Heart hopefully next year. Couldn't do it this year because of COVID. It's gotta be about Big D. Like,
It has to. The inspiration must be stem from that.
Silver, though, in a bit of a rough position. This is the first time we've seen them truly down, you know, when we're at those middle stocks. But It is Wii Fit. You have the ability to play the long game, so play it. Get some distance and work with it. But that
nice out of shield punish. Yeah, the dash attack was going to just be really easy to punish here. Oh, nice setup. That looked cute.
It's nice when you see a Wii Fit that actually knows their angles and isn't just playing, zone blindly. You can really get some terrifying stuff if you do it properly. Still trapping him in the Nair, sends him a bad way.
That was clever. I was like, how are we going to get the tech chase set up? That was patience. That was really good. Just running through shield. A lot of people like the dash attack when they see you run up. Or no, gap attack, excuse me.
Yep.
So just holding up and doing that was just perfect there.
I thought you were talking about dash attack on a missed tech. Also something that Big D could have gone for, but you get so much off of an Ice Climber's grab if you set it up for yourself properly.
Yeah.
So, take the risk. You have 2 stocks, you have the ability to clear it out, and there's the down tilt. What a hell angle that is. It's like Ganon F-tilt kind of angle. Just utterly brutal to deal with.
Really hellish. It's not fun to deal with.
Not in the slightest.
There it is. If those of you who don't understand why I think Big D has such dominance in this game, and even the previous games, is not just keeping someone off ledge or on the ledge, it's responding to how they're getting up from ledge. It's always, did they jump, they up air, did they roll back? It's an up tilt. It's always something along those lines, right? It's perfect. Yeah.
You gotta be able to chase down your opponent with more than just, smack him with dash attack. You gotta take this as far as you can, and Big D does that. Silver doesn't need to do that. What he needs to do is he needs to find that space. I think even on PS2, it's just such a massive stage in the overall scheme of things, if you're looking at legal stages. He was getting smothered. There wasn't too many points where Big D wasn't, face to face with him. Just absolutely in his teeth the whole way. So I'm hoping to see a little bit more separation.
You think about calling for a ride? Nah. What's the worst that could happen? You lose your license? You total your car? You kill someone?
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I'm spending this holiday locked in. Sports in the top 10. What's poppin'? Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a scary obsession. Teaching me getting some traction. What's poppin'?
I'm Lucy, and I design wheelchair attachable accessories. In my design process, it's really important to capture the vibrancy of the disability community. And with Windows, I can bring that vision to life.
From Silver this time around, to be able to actually set up that zoning game that will allow Silver to thrive and potentially win.
Yeah. That's definitely for sure here. Don't think we're going to see any character switches like you were saying. The Wii Fit's definitely the way to go.
That was a tougher one. There could be the swap to the Pit. I don't recommend it.
Pits, I don't recommend it. We have seen that matchup go in the past originally with Len, now Runeterra Extraordinaire.
Yeah, it went 4-1.
Wow.
He almost got out. He almost made top 32.
That's kind of crazy.
I guess he got 33rd by that math.
Yeah, that's insane. But yeah, we could see that matchup with them a lot during Ultimate's release here. But that matchup does seem more problematic than Wii Fit. So to go back to it is important. We just need to see what stage they decided to go on. We're going to see exactly how it's going to play out here. This is Wii Fit Trainer versus Ice Climbers. Silver versus Big D. We're back. Oh, that's interesting. I guess maybe too. It's like you can sometimes get a read. Maybe you just got outplayed. Maybe it's not the stage you want to deflect blame on. Because it's Pokemon Stadium 2. How bad can it be? Unless you're fighting Snake. But where they do benefit from it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Don't think these two really benefit from it, right? So let's see if it's just a different way of the game and how it starts. But it is starting pretty well for Big D.
Jeez, going for that dunk, that would have been a devastating way to go down early on. But I think the bigger thing to look at here is, again, last time around, Silver kind of got smothered. He didn't get to play that zoning game. He didn't get to set up anything. Right now, we're already seeing that change a little bit. It took 30 seconds to get there, but at the very least, it's starting to happen. And it's all about it just happening for an extended period of time. Right now, though, it's just Big D holding him at the ledge. The percent difference is allowing Big D to just continue having kind of weird pressure. You don't need to actually do something that impressive. You just need to put them back off stage, so that way the zoning can't really be set up in any real capacity.
Oh, I was expecting, that's why you don't roll in those situations. Good play there. You never really want to roll in. Rolling into your opponent on a tech like that is really easy just to get bodied with.
Absolutely suicidal.
Yeah. This is looking really good for Big D. Like, I think the comfort in this is good too, right? With something like Ice Climbers, I think it's harder to adapt to an Ice Climbers player because they're so uncommon.
Yep.
Compared to Big D taking one game to kind of understand the way you wish to play.
Right.
So now we know like how they like to get it from ledge, how they like to do sort of this stuff, and then you can kind of do cheeky things like this. See, watch, you're gonna. What? That was interesting.
Unintentional.
That was bigger brain than anything I could have ever done.
Hey, you take the win where you can. Still, Big D trying to lock down Silver. Serious lead for Big D. Silver needs to just keep himself healthy. There needs to be some level of self-preservation going on. As Pummels, not gonna be able to get the punish. Does punish the F smash. Okay. Side B into side B.
Side B into side B.
Just get it moving.
I mean, that's just the way it goes with Ice Climbers. Oh, see, that was a really nice high jump there. You want to make sure you can catch the Ice Climbers preoccupied. Wow, that's interesting. Up throw.
Okay.
Oh, well, I see now why it was done, because it was really good to catch a landing with.
Oh,
No
he's got
way.
him.
Wow, and yeah, if you do, it's just like Sonic. If you do it high enough, then you're gonna be able to recover, no issues. So that was just really, really good here.
And now it's a 3-1 stock lead. This is looking like a dead set for Silver, and it's looking like a dead set win for Big D.
No, absolutely here. And as you say that, it's just the easy 52%, right? It's just these little strings. You miss neutral once, and there's just both of them, right? It's a tag team, right? You just keep getting hit after hit. 77% already. We're just 2 ledge traps away from death. Really, that's all it is.
I wouldn't even give it 2. It could just be 1. You get 1 up tilt to the back air. Oh my goodness, that's sealing from a third of the proper stage, proper side of the stage.
Good back air there from Silver, but not going to kill, shockingly. There was no deep breathing to adding that extra knockback, and they were just good enough there. And the whiffed up smash there, going to be reacted to very nicely with an up throw.
The tracking, not gonna happen. Silver takes a stock. We're still a long way out from this being doable, but that's a great start.
Rage deep breathing Wii Fit is a monster.
Very true, very true.
See?
Ooh, and we are even percent, almost taking the stock. What a runaround there from Silver. Might actually be able to seal this one. We just need the back air. We just need 1 good hit.
Oh, good down
tilt.
tilt. That was really good. Yeah, all right, nice. That's a big thing of awareness from Big D too, to know if Nana will be able to make it on there.
Oh, that is a very healthy Nana.
Nana requires a lot of dependence, but if you can rely on them at least to recover the easiest of recoveries, that's more than enough. Here's the down tilt here. Ledge trap situation we were talking about earlier. It's all it takes. Ledge regrab. Did they touch the? Yeah, they touched the ledge. Okay. Oh, but good stuff on the nice catch with the up smash. That was just 1 Ice Climber though, so nothing too devastating here.
He had the Trump setup too. That's
Oh, the spot dodge. Just wait it out. Oh,
another one.
What?
Okay.
Incredible.
Good call. Spot dodge is a really good move just in general, but it's nice to see someone use it for its real intended purpose. Like, actually just getting out of the way and properly punished instead of just mashing.
We got Sun Citation charged up a little bit. I don't think we have deep breathing, but we do have Rage Wii Fit, so we still need to be pretty careful here. This back air pressure. Yo, it's looking like my Cloud. Let's go. Just lots of spam back airs here, but it's worth it. It's good conditioning.
Yep.
Forward throw. Nice.
Okay.
All right. Nice. They didn't actually bite. A lot of times when someone's back close to ledge, they encourage just like a roller jump because they're like, I want to get away from it.
Right.
But that was really good of Silver to get up just naturally. Just respect what you do after that. Good stuff. Wow.
Oh,
Tilt
okay.
into the catch with the back air. Oh no.
It's a shred of damage. Silver. It's the same stage as last time, but it is their counter pick. This is, oh no, game 4 needed to get it done, but they won't. Big D seals it with the up air. And that'll be them moving on to the winner's side of Grand Finals. We'll see Silver in a bit.